presence of globally acclaimed writer Sri M. Mukundan, in the presence of T. Gopalakrishna, Deputy Commissioner, NVSR Hyderabad, and in the presence of Dr. Meenu Singh, Project Scientist, Vigyan Jyoti, Department of Science and Technology, along with Assistant Commissioner, NVSR Hyderabad, Sri Abhijit Bera. I request the Vice Principal, Dr. K. Sajeevan, to initiate the proceedings of the day.
Hello, Chuck. Namaskar. A very warm good morning and hearty welcome to all. मैं नवोदय विद्यालय माही की तरफ से आप सबका हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं, हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूं. Most honorable guest of the day, Sri M. Mukundan sir, renowned literature novelist and writer in Malayalam. Sri Shuja sir, outstanding scientist, associate director, VSSC Thiruvananthapuram. Sri Sharat sir, engineer, SCT, IMST. Sri T. Gopalakrishna sir, Deputy Commissioner, Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti, Regional Office, Hyderabad. Dr. Meenu Singh, Madam, Project Scientist, Vigyan Jyoti, Department of Science and Technology. Sri Abhijit Bera sir, Assistant Commissioner, NVSRO, Hyderabad. Representatives from American Indian Foundation. Venue Principal, Dr. Ratnagaran sir, Assistant Commissioner, Sri Abhijit Bera sir, and all other galaxy of scientists from ISRO, VSSC, and all other dignitaries along with us. A very warm good morning once again to all of you. We are honored to have all of you with us today for this 3-day Vigyan Jyoti Regional Conclave organized by Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti at Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya MAHE in collaboration with our knowledge partner VSSC Thiruvananthapuram. We are all proud to be Navodayans, and let us start our day with a Navodaya prayer. I would like to call upon Vidyalaya Choir to lead us in a moment of prayer. May this prayer not just be words that we listen to, but let them resonate in each one of us. Hami Navodaya Ho. I would like to call upon our Vidyalaya Choir for prayer. Thank you, students, for this beautiful prayer. So, the prayer says, we represent the new India, the new wave of India, new sunrise, new moonrise, Hami Navodaya, Hami Suryodaya, Hami Chandrodaya. We are the new rise. So, after this beautiful prayer, a word about Vigyan Jyoti program. विज्ञान ज्योति योजना का उद्देश्य देश में विज्ञान, प्रौद्योगिकी, इंजीनियरिंग और गणित स्टेम के विभिन्न क्षेत्रों में महिलाओं के कम प्रतिनिधित्व को संबोधित करना है। पहले कदम के रूप में स्कूल स्तर पर विज्ञान ज्योति शुरू की गई, जिसमें कक्षा 9वीं से 12वीं तक की मेधावी छात्राओं को स्टेम क्षेत्रों में उच्च शिक्षा और करियर बनाने के लिए प्रोत्साहित किया जा रहा है। ये योजना स्कूल स्तर से ही यानी कक्षा 9वीं से शुरू करके मदद करने और हस्तक्षेप करने की परिकल्पना करती है और पीएचडी स्तर तक जारी रहती हैं, ताकि लड़कियों को स्टेम के कम प्रतिनिधित्व वाले क्षेत्रों में करियर बनाने के लिए प्रोत्साहित किया जा सके। कार्यक्रम में लड़कियों को प्रेरित करने के लिए विज्ञान शिविर, विशेष व्याख्यान, कक्षाएं, छात्रों और अभिभावकों की काउंसलिंग, रोल मॉडल के साथ बातचीत, रिकरिंग गतिविधियां, नॉलेज पार्टनर्स, रिसर्च लैब्स, उद्योगों, एनजीओ द्वारा जैसी एनजीओ का दौरा जैसी विभिन्न गतिविधियां आयोजित की जा रही हैं। द डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी started the unique program Vigyan Jyoti for meritorious girls with the aim to address the underrepresentation of women in different fields of science, technology, engineering and mathematics, STEM in the country. As a first step, the Vigyan Jyoti has been introduced in the year 2019-20 at the school level, wherein meritorious girl students of class 9 to 12 are being encouraged to pursue higher education and career in STEM field. The Vigyan Jyoti envisaged hand-holding and interventions right from the school level, that is class 9th, and which will continue till the PhD level to encourage girls to pursue a career in underrepresented areas of STEM. Various activities such as science camps, special lectures, classes, counseling of students and parents, interaction with role models, tinkering activities, visit to knowledge partners, research labs, industries, NGOs are being or conducted in the program in order to motivate girls. The Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti, NVS, is the implementation partner of Vigyan Jyoti. So we have more than 650 Navodaya Vidyalayas at present, and out of 650, 250 JNVs are acting as Vigyan Jyoti knowledge centers to cater for girls from Navodaya Vidyalayas, Kendriya Vidyalayas, government schools, RBU schools of small cities and rural areas for more diversity in STEM. So today, we are all here to witness and participate in the Vigyan Jyoti Regional Conclave at JNV MAHE. So we have a galaxy of scientists with us, headed by Sri Shuja sir, outstanding scientist and Associate Director, VSSC. So I am very proud to say that Vikram Sarabhai Space Center Trivandrum is our knowledge partner for Vigyan Jyoti program. It's a credit for all of us. And first of all, I would like to thank our Deputy Commissioner, Sri Gopalakrishnan sir, and our Commissioner sir, the entire team of Navodaya headquarters and regional office for providing an opportunity to conduct this program at JNV MAHE. Thank you, sir. So we feel, so now may I call upon our respected principal of JNV MAHE, Dr. Ratnagaran sir, whose dedication and efforts have been instrumental to realize this day, for welcome address and introducing the guests. Sir, please.
Good morning, friends. Respected chairman of this function, Sri T. Gopalakrishna sir, Deputy Commissioner, Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti, Hyderabad region, Sri A. Shuja, outstanding scientist and Associate Director, Vikram Sarabhai Space Center Trivandrum, Namadake Sogarya Ahangaram, Mugundan sir, Sri M. Mugundan, മയ്യഴിയുടെ അഹങ്കാരമായ ശ്രീ എം മുകുന്ദൻ സർ ആൻഡ് Madam Meenu Singh, Project Scientist, Vigyan Jyoti, Department of Science and Technology, Shri Abhijit Bera, Assistant Commissioner, Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti, Hyderabad region, and Dr. Sharath, Department of Medical Devices Engineering, Scientist, Biometrical Technology Wing, Sri Chitra Tirunal Institute of Medical Sciences, Trivandrum, and a galaxy of scientists from ISRO. Sri Shiju Chandran, Madam Sangeeta GR, Shri Sojan P, Dr. Srijit, and my respected dignitaries from Department of Science and Technology, American India Foundation, all the escort teachers from Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Kerala and Union Territories, all Vigyan Jyoti students, all students of JNV MAHE, and respected press, a warm good morning once again. I am really thrilled. I don't have words to express. The details of Vigyan Jyoti program has already been explained by my dear Vice Principal, Dr. Sajeevan. I'll not go beyond that, but there is something called a knowledge partner. Knowledge partner. This is one very, very important part of Vigyan Jyoti activity. Of course, there are many things along with that. We'll be giving training to them. Stipend of 1,000 rupees each per month is given, and books for NEET, JEE examinations, all study materials worth almost rupees 20,000 we are giving, and many activities, tinkering activities, hands-on experiences, interaction with the scientists, role model talks and whatnot. These are all given to them, but along with that there is something called a knowledge partner, where the students will be taken to those high-tech institutions, research centers, to meet the scientists, to talk to them, to interact with them, and to gain experiences of, or to gain that thirst for knowledge, and to be scientists, to think scientifically. This is one of the most important programs under this Vigyan Jyoti activity. So, we are thinking always a little bit higher, JNV MAHE. We thought of requesting Vikram Sarabhai Space Center to be our knowledge partner, and Dr. Unnikrishnan sir, the director, along with our Shuja sir and the department has agreed to be a knowledge partner for Navodaya Vidyalaya MAHE. We will be able to take these students to Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. The scientists will be coming here. Then I have informed this out of my anxiety and thrill. I informed my Deputy Commissioner, sir, you know who is our knowledge partner. I told him it is Vikram Sarabhai Space. He got equally excited, I think more than me. He told, no, we will make it as a big program. It's going to be a Vigyan Jyoti Conclave for the whole Hyderabad region. And that's why we are all here. So, I don't have words to express. I welcome Sri Mugundan sir. Shuja sir has already been welcomed. മയ്യഴിപ്പുഴയുടെ തീരങ്ങളിൽ എന്ന വിഖ്യാതമായ നോവൽ എഴുതി വിശ്വ പൗരനായി തീർന്ന ശ്രീ എം മുകുന്ദൻ സാർ. When we approached him to be the guest of honor for today and to give a keynote address, sir has very readily accepted. And I told this also, that many of the scientists told me, if Mukundan sir is coming, we will be there. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us, and welcome you once again to this program. He has written many books, many books translated into many world languages. So, welcome, sir. And we have Madam Meenu Singh, Dr. Meenu Singh, who is the project scientist, Vigyan Jyoti from the Department of Science and Technology. Whenever we have a meeting to make this program a successful one, she used to be always be there. With anything, she will say yes. And our Deputy Commissioner is the person in charge of implementing this Vigyan Jyoti program by the Department of Science and Technology. So, Madam used to say, I will discuss with Gopal Krishna sir, but we are sure that he will be okay. So, thank you so much, and welcome to this program. It's really wonderful to welcome Sri Sharath S. Nair. Sharath S. Nair is a scientist engineer, and he has done a lot of work in the field of research and development in the field and the development of artificial organs and life-saving medical devices. He has got several awards. And I welcome you, sir, for this program. And I will tell you, we will think sometimes that the scientists are someone, they are different people, have different things. Yes, they are different people, but all of them, I can say, almost all of them are from the ordinary government LPU school, UPU school. They all studied in the normal schools, government schools or aided schools, and they have reached in this position. You are seeing this galaxy of scientists. They are the people to create, have research and development program, and they create the rockets and they create the satellites and launch it. The real people, those who are making rockets, are sitting in front of us. So, it's wonderful. Shuja sir is the Associate Director, Outstanding Scientist, and sir was graduated in 1986 in Applied Electronics and Instrumentation from College of Engineering, Trivandrum, and he is responsible for assembly, integration, checkout, and launch operations of ISRO's launch vehicles, namely PSLV, GSLV, LMV3, and SSLV. You might have seen sir in all the rocket launches, sitting in front of the console and discussing with the chairman and the other scientists. And sir has very readily agreed to come to JNV MAHE. And sir, for the World Space Week celebrations, sir came to JNV Wayanad, came to JNV Idukki just this year. And sir is having a special attachment towards Navodaya Vidyalayas. And we have a galaxy of scientists sitting in front of us. Along with you is Shri Shiju Chandran. Shri Shiju Chandran is the Group Director, again behind developing all the launch vehicles, research and development, and I welcome Sri Shiju sir, Sangeeta GR. You are seeing a Vyoma Mitra there. Have you seen? A small lady sitting in the exhibition place. And madam is behind, developing Vyoma Mitra. Welcome, madam. And Dr. Srijit M. Sir is on the way. Hopefully he has arrived. And a person who is having PhD in Polymer Sciences from University of Mysore, Karnataka, and many papers he has presented, and currently working as the scientist engineer at Propellant Development section of PED, activity involved in research and development of solid liquid propellants and pyrogen igniter, all those areas which they will be, personally interacting with you. These scientists, they'll be personally interacting with you. They'll be here for 2 complete days. Be with them, catch them, wherever they go. Ask them questions, get yourself acquainted with what exactly scientific thinking is there. And we have Sri Sojan sir, Sojan P, Additional General Manager, Rocket Propellant Plant, Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, Trivandrum. And he has joined in VSSC in the year 1986 and worked in the system reliability entity for 18 years, involved in quality control and assurance related activities in the area of solid propellant processing for launch vehicles of ISRO, ASLV, PSLV, GSLV, Mark III projects. And from 2005 onwards, he's working as a solid propellant processing area involved in managing propellant, raw material preparation, mixing, casting, and finishing operations. So we have a galaxy of people here. My request would be to all my young Vigyan Jyoti scholars to interact with the scientists, be with them, talk to them. They are all very simple people, very simple persons. We should learn a lot of things from them. We should learn how to behave. We should learn how to think, how to be, what we say, how to be polite, how to behave. All these things you can learn along with learning science. We have Sri Abhijit Bera, our young Assistant Commissioner. Sir is there with us. I welcome Abhijit sir, a person who is in charge in the region of Vigyan Jyoti. And I would like to say a little more about my Deputy Commissioner, Sri Gopalakrishna. So I will not take much time. Whenever any program is planned in mind, I used to talk to him. And Gopalakrishna sir was a teacher, as an English teacher, became vice principal, then assistant commissioner, and then deputy commissioner, and he knows the pulse of Navodaya Vidyalaya system. And sir is heading this Vigyan Jyoti project. Thank you, sir, for being with us. Once again, we welcome wholeheartedly Sri Gopalakrishna sir. I think out of excitement, I mixed up everything. Ultimately, we are here to gain knowledge, to enjoy being with the scientists. I once again welcome all of you, all the students, escort teachers, people from the press, all the teachers, all my staff members of JNV, MAHE and other JNVs to start this program in a wonderful way. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your welcome address and introducing the guests of the day. So with no further ado, let us move forward to the core event of the ceremony. I cordially invite our esteemed guests, Sri Shuja sir, Sri Mukundan sir, Sarath sir, Deputy Commissioner Gopalkrishnan sir, Assistant Commissioner Abhijit Bera sir, Madam Minu Singh ji, and other dignitaries to step forward to perform lighting of the lamp, symbolizing the dispelling of darkness and victory of knowledge. सभी अतिथिगण से हमारा अनुरोध है कि वे आगे बढ़ें और दीप प्रज्वलन से इस महान कार्यक्रम का औपचारिक उद्घाटन करें.
Is the video ready? Oh, great.
Thank you, sirs and madam. Now we'll move on to the short video presentation on Vigyan Jyoti. So I request Madam Dr. Minu Singh ji to carry on, please.
Running around 650 co-residential schools, and it provides the good quality modern educations having the strong component of culture, values, awareness of environment to the talented children predominantly from the rural India. I am thankful to the Department of Science and Technology for choosing Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti as their implementing partner for Vigyan Jyoti programs. The Vigyan Jyoti program is a unique program which instilled the hope and the confidence in the new generation of the girls to nurture the career in the STEM. The program aimed to provide the access for the girls to opportunity in the science and technology domains. Such interventions in the teaching learning process have enhanced the interest of the girls in students towards the science. I wish the great success to this landmark initiatives of Department of Science and Technology. Thank you.
The smiles on the face, the dreams in the eyes, the focus in the brains, the thoughts in the minds, and the confidence in the hearts. All showcase that today the girls are flying high with science in their souls. The perception of a girl's participation in science and technology field has been metamorphosed with the Vigyan Jyoti initiative of the Department of Science and Technology. The meritorious girl students from grades 9 to 12 are encouraged, inspired and prepared to pursue career in STEM, that is science, technology, engineering and mathematics. Vigyan Jyoti scheme was launched by Honorable President of India on the occasion of National Science Day on 28th of February 2020. In a short span of time, the initiative has helped meritorious girls of class 9 to 12 of Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas, Kendriya Vidyalayas, government schools, army schools. It is expected the Vigyan Jyoti program will act as balancing tool for girls in different streams of science and technology by enhancing girls' ratio in underrepresented areas of STEM in higher education or college level, and that will ensure gender parity in STEM fields. To further its achievements, Vigyan Jyoti has a bouquet of activities like student-parent counseling, role models interaction, visit to knowledge partners and other research labs, industries, NGOs, science camps, academic support classes, tinkering activities and career counseling sessions. Girls enrolled under Vigyan Jyoti program also have the provision for scholarships and resource materials. Support system includes Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti, that is NVS, as the implementing partner of Vigyan Jyoti, and Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas, that is JNVs, are acting as Vigyan Jyoti knowledge centers. Higher educational and research institutions are connected with each Vigyan Jyoti Knowledge Center as knowledge partners and providing mentoring to enrolled girls. IBM India is also associated with this program.
NVS is the implementing partner of DST for Vigyan Jyoti program, and we have set up the target. DST has set up a target to cover 500 districts in next 3 years as well. In total 500 districts we are going to cover, having 50,000 girls on board. Special activities such as science camps, counseling of students, parents, tinkering lab, Sparkle series, visit to knowledge partners, research labs, in which our motive is to give hands-on training to the girls, even providing them a kind of exposure with role model so that they listen more to the women scientists who are now the front bearer in science, and girls take a kind of encouragement and motivation from them to become a scientist in the year to come.
I am Srinidhi Ramanathan, an alumnus of JNV Bangalore Urban. I got enrolled in Vigyan Jyoti program in the year 2020 where I was in class 11th. This program offered me a wide range of sessions and study materials, enabling me to successfully clear multiple exams such as NEET UG, JEE Mains, National Defence Academy Entrance Test, KVPY, NEST and Karnataka Common Entrance Test, achieving commendable ranks. Through various interactions with various eminent scientists, Vigyan Jyoti exposed me to the extensive realm of science. These ranks. Through various interactions with various eminent scientists, Vigyan Jyoti exposed me to the extensive realm of science. These experiences have served as a profound inspiration and motivation for me to pursue a career in STEM field. Currently, I am a student at Mandya Institute of Medical Sciences, aiming to contribute to the medical field and make a positive impact on the world.
Vigyan Jyoti is a very good initiative taken by the central government, under which the girls are encouraged to learn new things about science for taking such a great initiative to enhance our knowledge and curiosity about science. Thank you.
It is my proud privilege to be associated with this Vigyan Jyoti program since its inception as national level coordinator of Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti. The program is moving towards its aim to bring gender parity in underrepresented STEM fields. We are also able to see a shift in the mindset of girl students towards STEM an increased interest among girls to pursue STEM careers following the program interventions. Association with IBM India and American India
for taking such a great initiative to enhance our knowledge and curiosity about science. Thank you.
It is my proud privilege to be associated with this Vigyan Jyoti program since its inception as national level coordinator of Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti. The program is moving towards its aim to bring gender parity in underrepresented STEM fields. We are also able to see a shift in the mindset of girl students towards STEM, an increased interest among girls to pursue STEM careers following the program interventions. Association with IBM India and American India Foundation has also been significant in implementing some of the activities among several interventions planned for the program. As we progress forward with phase 4 of the program, we aim to expand the program by reaching out to more girl students in order to build a STEM focused mindset by providing them exposure to sessions and workshops focused on STEM interventions.
Hello. So thank you, madam, for showing this short video on Vigyan Jyoti, depicting the aims and objectives of the program and the implementation part as well. We have heard our Commissioner, Sri Vinayak Garg sir, and also our Deputy Commissioner, message from our Deputy Commissioner, Sri T. Gopalakrishna sir. Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. So now, may I call upon Sri Shuja sir, Associate Director, VSSC, for keynote address. मैं बड़े आदर के साथ, प्यार के साथ, नमन के साथ हमारे अतिथि महोदय शुजा सर को आमंत्रित करता हूं अपने कीनोट एड्रेस के लिए.
Thank you, Dr. Sajeev. Respected Principal Dr. Ratnagaran sir, my all-time favorite novelist, literary figure, Sri Mukundan sir, Sri T. Gopalakrishna, Dr. Meenu Singh, Sri Abhijit Bera, Dr. Sharath, teachers of JNV, the fraternity from press, and my dear colleagues from ISRO, a warm good morning to all of you. So I see the thrill of the students in their faces. So at the outset, let me say that most of us are not very good orators or speakers. So my idea is only to share some of my views and raise some curiosity among students through our activities. There is a purpose I find my presence here. Yeah, First, let me thank the JNV authorities for inviting me here and be one among you for this important function. For the last few years, I have been participating in many of the JNV programs. First, sometime back in Wayanad, and this year in Idiki, and here. And 2 days back, I had a short visit to the JNV at Coorg as well. So I am really fascinated by the environment and ambience of this JNV system of education. I understand that here it's a totally residential programs, just like our olden Gurukula the system, where the students and teachers are staying together and sharing ideas and playing together. And one of the merit I find in this system is students from all walks of life, different social backgrounds. They are assembling together in a campus. And each one of them knows the problems of others, their strengths, weaknesses, their personal sorrows. All those things that these people know, and they are, that way they can, I think that you people can survive in any environment, wherever you are. So that is the ambience JNV provides you. In fact, we are a little jealous that we have passed that time a little early. So looking at all these things, we think that once again we shall go back to our school days and have this type of ambience. So then, and another thing, one of the other motive for coming to MAHE was really the presence of my favorite writer, Sri Mukundan sir. See, for most of you people, probably Dr. Abdul Kalam sir or somebody would have been motivating you to dream. But for our generation, say Mukundan sir and at that time the writers, those were the people who learned us to dream big, passionately. Even I remember the last sentence of the Mayazhipuzhayude Theerangalil. അങ്ങ് അനന്തമായ സാഗരത്തിൻ്റെ നടുവിൽ ഒരു കണ്ണുനീർ തുള്ളി പോലെ വെള്ളിയാങ്കല്ല് കിടന്നിരുന്നു. അതിൽ തുമ്പികൾ ആത്മാവുകളായി അപ്പോഴും പാറി നടക്കുന്നുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അതിലൊന്ന് ദാസനായിരുന്നു. അതിപ്പോഴും നമ്മളെയൊക്കെ രോമാഞ്ചം കൊള്ളിക്കുന്ന എഴുത്തായിരുന്നു അന്നും ഇന്നും. വർഷങ്ങൾ ഏറെ കഴിഞ്ഞു. എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു ഞാൻ around 10th, in fact I read that book before 10th standard, I think. Those days, those were the times when we started reading books. But nowadays I think mobile may be your tools. So there is a very good advantage of reading books, because those things will encourage you to dream, you can imagine. So that sort of advantage you may not get while you people are using the mobile phones, because you are seeing things as it is, so there is no scope for imagination. So kindly turn back to the books, start reading them. Definitely that will pay off later. Now coming to this STEM program, you know, STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics. Why these subjects are so much important? What is your opinion? Is it simply to get some job? What is the purpose of STEM education? See, the STEM education, a lot of objectives are there behind that. It is not only to get some or is it to get some jobs? No. The basic idea is to create some inquisitive mind, and it will train you to have critical thinking, and not only that, a rational thinking. These are the very essential traits for any student, for that matter, for any citizen. So that is the idea. So in addition to securing a good job, your studies in this field will make you a good human being. That is more important than becoming a scientist or engineer. So that way, the STEM education, I wish that the STEM education will make you a good citizens, good students. So what I understand from the objective of this Vigyan Jyoti, the program has already been described by my previous speakers, so I am not dwelling on that. But one statistics which came out immediately after the COVID pandemic is that the number of girl students registering for higher education is drastically coming down. It is one observation. So to tackle this problem, our central government has initiated a number of programs, and one of them is Vigyan Jyoti, where a lot of thrust is given to train girl children in pursuing the STEM program. So that is a basic idea behind that. So now let me share some of my thoughts instead of making a speech. So you know that we people are coming from ISRO. I hope all of you know what is ISRO stands for, right? What is ISRO? Yeah, right. So it is a very great organization in our country. See, under this ISRO organization, there are a number of centers working in different parts of India. We at Trivandrum, that is Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, deal with launch vehicles, launch vehicle design, making rockets. These are the job, the type of activities we take place in, we can handle in Trivandrum. In Bangalore, we have another center which takes care of satellite making. These rockets and satellites both will go to Sriharikota. From there, we will launch the satellite. And why do you launch a satellite? Because I am just trying to correlate between STEM and the space application, because it has nothing, it is not only unique to space, it is true for any scientific establishment. But since I am from this space background, I am just trying to correlate why STEM is very important. Okay, so it is basically a interdisciplinary job. That is what STEM also tries to achieve. So you should be working across scientific disciplines, across scientific engineering disciplines. You should not confine to only one field. That is the basic idea. You take a launch vehicle or a rocket, you have physics, you have chemistry, you have mathematics, you name any branch of science, it is there. And you know that none of the people, nobody can become an expert in all these fields. Everybody will be, each person will be an expert in one of those fields. So then how to achieve such a complex mission? There comes the requirement of interdisciplinary relations, discussions, and developing technology based on those type of jobs. Your studies in STEM will help you to work across the various science and engineering disciplines. Now, let me take a few examples. See, one of the greatest maybe takeaway of the Chandrayaan mission, if I say, it is not the soft landing on the moon itself, but it has created a curiosity among the entire nation, especially students. The returns of that you cannot measure this time. So, even prior to Chandrayaan also, we have been doing so many things in ISRO. We were launching rockets, we were putting satellites, we have communication satellites, we have remote sensing, weather forecast, all those things are there. But I think that none of those things have created this much interest in the space activities than Chandrayaan mission. You see the outcome of space research, the entire area. One is the communication, you know, every day you are watching television. So it is a byproduct of the space research, satellite technology. You have remote sensing. Now you have a lot of technology to map the entire Earth. You have GPS. And see, earlier when we were at your age, when we go to movies, there is something called a film division presentation, and some news item will be there. And almost every year, one item was some floods or cyclone happening and killing 1,000, not 1,000, 10,000, 20,000 numbers of people in Andhra Pradesh, Orissa, West Bengal. But nowadays you are not finding such news or stories because of these floods or maybe storms. That is because of the early warning provided by the satellites. So, see, if you want to know the importance of satellites or space technology, if you want to really appreciate, one day the entire satellite should stop functioning. Then you will know. Your ATM will not work. Your Swiggy booking will not happen. None of the banking will happen. These weather forecasts or your TVs, nothing. So this, in fact, this brings out another point. That is called the digital divide. See, earlier, when you know that from Europe people came all over here, the British, the French, all people came over here, and we say that they exploited our country, etc., etc. It had its own advantages as well. That is a different story. But now, those people need not come over here to exploit you. See, nowadays, we say that our democratically elected governments are ruling us. But really speaking, the multinationals are only ruling us. So, the entire data related to you, your nation, your whatever, whatnot, everything is available in fingertips across the world. So, whoever is ruling the data, he is the king now. So that way it is very, very important that you people also should be knowledgeable and technologically competent to handle these type of things. One more thing I would like to warn you people, maybe it is a time of artificial intelligence. You might have heard what is artificial intelligence. So maybe it is not very far, maybe in another 5-6 years, many of the routine jobs you find today will simply vanish. See, now itself in Europe and America, they have the experiments on driverless cars are in a very advanced stage. So, if you want to go someplace, you just like now you are booking Swiggy, you dial some number, the car will come in front of your house, you can travel wherever you want, you just key in where you want, you can go. So, those people who are in the lower strata of the society, they will find it very difficult to get jobs. That is one example I am just telling. And another thing, people may not be willing to own vehicles. What is the need? Whenever you think there is a vehicle in front of you, in one day you can have a BMW, next day if you want you can Benz, next day some other car, whatever you want you book and it will come in front of you, you can travel wherever you want. So this is how things are moving. So what I am trying to say is, see, you should not think of some mean job or very common job and you don't think that you can survive on that. There only, again, the importance of STEM comes from. Even under artificial intelligence, age of artificial intelligence, there are certain things which are still bound to survive. One is mathematics, another one is the art forms. So your painting, your ability to sing, all those things. Those are also very, very important. So please keep in mind, so the life may not be that rosy, so you should be competent enough. See, even today you just see how many of your parents know how to operate the TV remote. Especially now a lot of OTT platforms, number channels. If you want to operate the TV remote itself, it calls for a lot of knowledge and experience. So a little later, if you don't know how to make use of these digital devices and technologies, you will be simply out. You will be out of life. Even today, many people are simply idling or sitting in house because they don't know how to make use of the available technologies. So this is going to happen. Especially, this is only a suggestion to the teachers as well, because you might have reached a stage maybe around 40 to 50 years of age, that range. At least you people also should strive to learn what are the new technologies and how to make use of that. Now, see, some of the, I will just tell you some of the interesting the developments in ISRO, so because I think that is the topic. See, one is Chandrayaan. You know that it was, we have sent a satellite from Earth to Moon through various maneuvering and finally soft landing on the Moon. So a lot of technologies are involved. One is the launch vehicle technology. So you need a rocket to lift the satellite to the orbit. Then a number of items or instruments are required in the satellite itself to map the moon, then to find out where exactly you want to land. Is there any obstacles, how to avoid them? So a lot of new technologies are involved in that. So individually taking it, these are all very, very difficult and complex tasks. But if you split the complexity into small things and small teams are working on it, any complexity you can manage. That is one lesson you people have to learn. Just like your examination, instead of nowadays you have semester system. In our period, 10th class, we had to study 8th, 9th and 10th together and we had to write the exam. That was the time. So now your learning would have become a little easier because of the semester system. That way, any complex thing you can break down into small things and you can manage. That is the basic lesson. Then, say here, whatever science you learned. See, we used to say, in the entire space technology, if you're leaving alone the mathematics, the concepts which are employed in the launch vehicle or satellite missions, these are all simple +2 physics and maths. If you learn thoroughly, the understanding, see, when you study at that point of time, don't think of getting a job, etc., etc. You please forget about those things. When you are taught a subject, you study that subject, understand it, the fundamentals, and assimilate that. Then really it will be useful in wherever field you are working. So that is one message I would like to send to you, that is, don't study for any job. Study for understanding things. That will have its own advantage. Then you have Newton's laws of motion, you have Kepler's law. These are all the things working there. You are coming to propulsion. This is chemistry. You have fuel, you have oxidizer. An oxidizer is burning a fuel. That is propulsion. Then putting a satellite in the orbit, it is a circular motion. And if coming to mathematics, it is simply conic sections, your parabola, ellipse, hyperbola, all those things. Only things you are putting all those things into operation. But unfortunately, when you learn or study these things at school, probably at our time there were nobody to tell you that these are the things. And we were simply, we can't say it is a learning, we were simply studying for the examinations. And somehow we reached this position, but now that is not the situation. Now a lot of resources, study materials are available in the YouTube. So you please refer those resource materials and try to understand things. That is one thing you can do. And that is what, whenever we go, people will ask how to get a job in ISRO. My answer always, it has been, getting a job in ISRO is not the last word. The world is much larger than ISRO. So, rather than getting a job in ISRO, you have to think how you can become a good human being. That should be your search. And in that direction, probably the science and technology and even geography and history also will help. So don't sideline those topics, especially the current world demands a thorough understanding of our past, our history. All those things are really essential to sustain a peaceful life in the entire world. That's another topic altogether. But now, other than ISRO, a lot of private startups are also coming up in the space sector. Recently, our government has changed the policy. It's a very good move. See, that even private enterprise also can come into space sector. They can invest, they can do whatever they want. But coming to this startups, don't think that this space means only rockets and satellites. A lot of things are there other than that. In fact, the entire, if you think of the total space, that economy, only 2 or 3% only accounts for this rockets and satellites. In fact, the major businesses are in the space application area, developing applications. using the satellite data. See, for example, even television, TV channels, broadcasting, then the ground stations, then the weather prediction. So in that areas, nowadays people are making applications and deploying. That is a very lucrative area where people are engaging. So, at the end of the day, again we have to ask, what for all these developments? Why do you want all these satellites, rockets, technologies? If it is not helping human being, so our space program, the father of a space program, Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, there is a very famous quote by him, that all your science and technology should be helping human beings. So all technology should be diverted, or the focus should be on creating technologies so that the life of a common man is simpler and peaceful. But now you are seeing in the newspapers every day, you are finding wars, Russia-Ukraine war, you are finding Israel-Palestine conflict, and you see how many children and women are getting died in those conflicts. Is it not the outcome of science? Is it not the outcome of science and technology? Yes. So what we can do, or what you can do? See, when you learn the science and technology and you are working on cutting edge technologies, always keep in mind that our work should be directed only for the benefit of the human beings. So you have to make a pledge that my work or my technology or my effort should not be diverted for these type of activities which are destroying the humanity itself. So that is, in this direction, I think, as I already mentioned, the literature as well as art forms can really help you. So that is why, in addition to this STEM programs, people should be interested in arts, in music, in literature. So those type of things will mold you to be a good human being. So that only a good human being can work on a technology which is human sensitive. So that is very, very important. With one or two some insights, some quotes, I will just wind up. So one is, this last year's Space Week, our theme was, not this one, previous years, it was Space Unifies Humanity. So I was just trying to correlate how a space technology can make you a good human being. So that also is very important. See, what do you mean by space unifies humanity? So I was earlier in some of the schools, I was quoting some examples. Now I understand that you people are coming from different parts of the India. Some from Kerala, some from Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh. So you are trying to correlate your identity with the state, with the language. So, but when you people go, say maybe some symposium in US or UK, you will not be quoting none of these identities. You will be say that I am coming from India. So, you are a Kannurian, you are a Trivandrum fellow, you are an Indian, Malayali, or a Tamilian, you are an Indian. So when are you trying to say that I am a human being? Without all these boundaries, without the boundaries of nationality, language, creed, your color, race, gender, beyond all those things, when can you see yourself as a human being? That is only when you go, just like you are going out of India, you are becoming an Indian, you should go out of earth and outer space, and then you will become a human being. So that is the importance of space technology. That is the importance of space technology. If you want to view yourself as a human being, sitting on the earth, fighting each other on the names of different things, the language, the religion, caste, or nationality, you will never understand that you are a human being. You should understand that everybody you are fighting with He is also a human being and he also has his own problems, his own sorrows. Don't think that he is in a comfortable position than us. It's not like that. With respect to sorrows and our problems, all of us are on the same platform. So please understand that. So everybody is fighting their own war. So don't show animosity on anybody because of those things. And another thing which I would like to say you. So now I was just trying to say that the space technology has a relevance, not only in the technology domain, as in the philosophical level itself. The space technology has a relevance, and in the space technology, all your science, maths, engineering, everything is valid. So you please learn that, all of them. And history and geography as well. And one more thing I would like to tell you. This is one, I think some of you would have heard a scientist, or maybe a great scientist, Carl Sagan. There is a famous book by him called Cosmos. He was the mission director of the famous, one of the interplanetary missions. I don't remember the mission. It was designed to go beyond the solar system. So I think the program started somewhere in 70s, and around in the 90s or so, the spacecraft was leaving the solar system. At that time, he requested his team members to turn the camera in the satellite and to take a last photograph of the Earth. And it's a very famous image. You can, if you search in the net, you can find that beautiful image of the Earth. It is called a pale blue dot. Pale blue dot. If you present or if you project that image in the screen, your Earth will be a dot. You may not be even able to recognize that this is Earth. So that much insignificant is our Earth. And on this insignificance, we are having hundreds of political systems. We have hundreds of religions. We have hundreds of languages. You have democracy. You have feudalism. You have fascism. You have fights. You have loves. Everything is in this pale dot. You please understand that. So, in that vast expanse, other than this blue dot, you don't have anywhere to go, at least for the time being. So you have to keep our Earth or protect our Earth very carefully, and it is very important for our survival. So this, in fact, when a scientist becomes a literary figure, then only those type of imagination will come from people. So we have to simply, if you understand those things, it will be really good. And it is, Contest, I remember when writing from Mukundan sir itself, if I quote you incorrectly, you please pardon me, because I read it maybe when I was 10th standard or so. I remember it is E Logam Adiloru Manushan, if I remember it correctly. അതിൽ അദ്ദേഹം പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത് ഈ പ്രപഞ്ചത്തിൽ ഈ ഭൂമിയിൽ ഈ നമ്മുടെ സോളാർ സിസ്റ്റത്തിൽ നമ്മുടെ ഭൂമിയിൽ ഏഷ്യയിൽ ഇന്ത്യയിൽ ഡൽഹിയിൽ അപ്പു ജനിച്ചു. അങ്ങനെയാണെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു സാർ എഴുതിയെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. ഞാനത് പറയാൻ കാര്യം ഈ കാൾസാഗൻ്റെ ഈ കോട്ട് നമ്മൾ കാണുമ്പോൾ, അതായത് ഭൂമിയിലെ ഈ ഇൻസിഗ്നിഫിക്കൻസ് ഒരു ശാസ്ത്രകാരൻ്റെ ഭാവനയിൽ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ ഈ വിശാലമായ ഈ നമ്മുടെ പ്രപഞ്ചത്തിലെ ഒരു സ്പോട്ടാണെന്ന് പറയുന്നത് മറ്റൊരു രീതിയിൽ അദ്ദേഹം അവതരിപ്പിക്കുകയായിരുന്നു. അതായത് നമ്മുടെ ഈ ഡൽഹിയിൽ ജനിച്ച ഈ മനുഷ്യൻ ഈ പ്രപഞ്ചത്തിലെ ഈ കോണിലെ ഏതോ ഒരു ഭാഗത്ത് ജനിച്ച ഒരു മനുഷ്യനാണ്. അത്രയും സിഗ്നിഫിക്കൻസ് നമ്മൾക്ക് ഓരോരുത്തർക്കും ഉള്ളൂ. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ജീവിതം അങ്ങനെ കൂടുതൽ കോംപ്ലിക്കേറ്റഡ് ആക്കാതെ എല്ലാവർക്കും സുഖമായിട്ടും സാഹോദര്യത്തോടെയും സന്തോഷത്തോടു കൂടിയൊക്കെ ജീവിക്കാൻ നമുക്കാകണം. അതിനുവേണ്ടി കൂടി നമ്മുടെ ഈ സയൻസ് ആൻഡ് ടെക്നോളജി മേഖലയിലുള്ള നമ്മുടെ ഈ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം ഉതകണം. That should be one of the objectives of the learning in STEM, not only science and technology, for making each one of you a good person. Thanking you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Shujas. It is indeed an honor for us to officially start this day on such a positive note. So there is a huge difference between human being and being human. Human being and being human. There is a big difference. So thank you, sir. Thank you for this positive note. Now, may I request our special guest, guest of honor, guest of the day, Sri M. Mukundan, sir, who has made all of us proud by his legendary works, to bless the audience by his special address. Malayalatinte കഥാകാരൻ, നോവലിസ്റ്റ്, മലയാള ഭാഷയെ ലോകത്തിൻ്റെ നെറുകയിലെത്തിച്ച സാഹിത്യകാരൻ ശ്രീ എം മുകുന്ദൻ സാറിൻ്റെ സാന്നിധ്യം തന്നെ നമുക്ക് ഒരു അനുഗ്രഹമാണ്. ഞാൻ മുകുന്ദൻ സാറിനോട് വളരെ വിനയത്തോടു കൂടി വിനയത്തോട് പറയാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നു, നമ്മളെ ഏവരെയും അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ മഹത് വചനങ്ങളാൽ അനുഗ്രഹീതരാകുന്നു. മുകുന്ദൻ സാർ, പ്ലീസ്.
നമസ്കാരം. ഐ മീൻ ടു മൈൻഡ്സ്. മലയാളത്തിൽ പറയണോ ഇംഗ്ലീഷിൽ പറയണോ? സോ ഐ ആസ്ക്ഡ് Dr. Ratnakaran. So he said you can talk in both the languages. You see, I dream in Malayalam, so I'm very comfortable if I speak in English. If I speak in Malayalam. Because usually you are comfortable in a language in which you dream or you think. So I can speak in English and even in some other languages. Because as I was working for long in the French embassy, there we used to speak only in French. So already two languages, English and French. And when I go out to the market to buy vegetables with my wife, I speak Hindi. And sometimes I speak a little bit of Tamil also. So you see, I used to speak so many languages. But here, well, as I told you, I am really confused because I speak only in Malayalam. Some of you won't understand it. And especially, there's a galaxy of distinguished personalities here. They won't understand what I am saying. That's why I said I am in two minds. ഇടയ്ക്ക് മലയാളം പറയാം, ഇടയ്ക്ക് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് പറയാം, വേണമെങ്കിൽ ഇടയ്ക്ക് ഫ്രഞ്ചിലും പറയാം. നിങ്ങൾ ഫ്രഞ്ച് അറിയുന്നവരിവിടെ ഉണ്ടാവും, കാരണം ഇത് മാഹിയാണല്ലോ. എനിവേ, ദിസ് വിഗ്യാൻ ജ്യോതി, that is a wonderful concept. I think I don't know who conceived it, but anyway, it's something very, very interesting and very, very useful at a time where we are. Just because it introduced you to the future. But we always say that, we always talk about the future in this sort of gatherings or even otherwise. We talk about the future. So for us, the future is something that is distant, where we haven't reached. But in some of the countries, especially in the Western countries, they have already started living in the future. So that's the difference. We are talking about the future, they have started living in the future. So I will share with you two or three experiences I had in last September. So since there are students here who can understand only English or who can't understand Malayalam, let me continue in English. But these days we have auto translation system. You can translate it. For example, if you upload a story in English in Amazon, you can download it, but you can download it in the language you want. It will auto translate. It will translate, you can download it in German or French, whatever. So we are living such a world. So what I was going to tell you, really I wanted to share with you one or two experiences which I had last September. So I went to visit Hollywood. So when you hear about Hollywood, you will be thrilled, thinking of all the superstars there and their riches, their glamour and all that. So I was walking just in front of the theater where they have this Oscar Awards distribution ceremony. So there was a big crowd there. Even the pavement was full of people. Most of them, they were tourists. So as I was walking, somebody brushed past me. So I just looked at him. That was a robot. It was not a human being. So he was walking in the crowd. He just brushed on my shoulder and walked away. And he was walking briskly. And he knows how to walk. Some places it's so crowded, so it takes another way. So bypassing that crowd, so he was walking and he disappeared in the distance. So that's why I told you that, they have started living in the future. So I asked somebody, who is this guy? Who is this robot? That person told me that, look, he's a delivery boy. Somebody has ordered food from somewhere, from McDonald's, for example. So he's going to deliver the food. So that's what is happening there. And in California, that is, Hollywood is always already in California, but from some distance from Hollywood, I saw an Indian restaurant, the name Indian restaurant. That is very thrilling. When in America, you see an Indian restaurant. So I told my daughter, let's go and eat Indian food there. So when I reached the restaurant, that was really wonderful. I started smelling paneer masala and kebab and all that. That is the Indian smell. This is what you miss, when you go to some other countries. Smell. Okay, smell is connected with our nostalgia, our past. So when you travel in a distant place like America or Latin America, suddenly you smell paneer masala. That's very exciting. Then you feel that you are not far away from your country. Okay, so what happened? We went to the restaurant, we sat there, ordered the food, and after some time, we ordered a traditional food like paneer masala. But the guy who delivered it, he was not traditional. He was a robot. See? So again, I came across a robot. That was an Indian restaurant, the robot serving food. The food is traditional, but the guy who serves it, not traditional, it's modern. So we are living in such a situation where, we are losing our past, we are losing our tradition, and we are entering the future. Then technology is dominating us. And Mr. Shoja talked to you about driverless car. I found one. Not one, many. I found one in San Francisco. There was a car running, there was no driver. So I was so scared, So I thought, if there is no driver, supposing the car makes a mistake and runs over me, what will happen? Then said, look, it won't happen. Because man can make mistakes, but machines cannot, because machines functions on a certain principle, on logic. And human mind is not functioning on logic. Human mind is very, very often prone to fantasies. You see, we fantasize things, but a machine will never fantasize. That is what makes the difference between AI or our own brain. I use AI sometimes. Once I asked ChatGPT, I want information about M. Mugundan. That's me. I know me very well. But still I asked ChatGPT, give me information about Mr. M. Mugundan. ChatGPT took only a few seconds, one full page about me. Everything is there, where I am born, how many books I have written, whatever awards I have won, everything there, and it took only a few seconds. So, but I prefer this Bing, Microsoft Bing to ChatGPT, because Microsoft Bing gives you an option. You ask a question, then you have an option, what kind of answer you want. Do you want a creative answer, or you want a balanced answer, or you want a rational, logical answer? So you have options. So the Microsoft Bing gives you answer according to your option. I always prefer creative. So once I asked Microsoft Bing, please write me a poem about, not about a girl, but about Taj Mahal. And it took only a few seconds. That was a wonderful poem, a beautiful romantic poem about Taj Mahal. Then I was wondering what will happen to people like me, writers. You may not need us now. ChatGPT and Microsoft Bing will write you stories or novels. Then what we will do? We will be unemployed, all the writers. That is what is going to happen very soon. But I am optimistic. I think that, artificial intelligence cannot beat us, simply because artificial intelligence is the creation of human mind. We created it. Then how can it beat us? So logically, it cannot. And another thing I noticed, when ChatGPT or AI writes a poem, it's a perfect poem. Everything's there. It rhymes, the words rhyme, everything's there. It follows meters. But when we poets, human beings, write a poem, it will never be perfect. See, there will be area, empty spaces, there will be blurred areas. That is what makes the literary work written by a writer. When a writer writes a story, there will be empty spaces in the text, there will be blurred images there. It is never perfect. So a story written by a writer and a story written by AI, this is the difference. The story written by AI will be perfect, and the story written by a living author will be imperfect. And all the creativity are imperfect, and it's also beyond logic. We just take about Ramayana. Ravana has got 10 heads. And ChatGPT never can imagine such a situation. ChatGPT it cannot imagine a man with 10 heads. No. Because ChatGPT functions on a certain principle, logic. So ChatGPT can imagine only a man with one head. So that is why I say that. Writers will give on, we will keep on writing, so only we can imagine. And think that we imagined ChatGPT, we imagined everything. So I'm not worried about it, but at the same time, we have to come in terms with the changing world, the technology. Technology is taking over us everywhere, everywhere. Sometimes it is frightening, especially you go to the Western countries, you go to a bank, there is no one there. There is no one, it's an empty bank. Nobody there. You use your credit card to open the door, you enter, there's nobody inside. Of course, there is a coffee machine. You can have a coffee free. But everything else, you do it mechanically with your card, or there's no one. So a bank without a person, a car without any employees, a car without a driver. So these are the realities, these are the future, our future, and we are very fast moving to that. And another thing, I am very delighted to be here to be part of this function, because the first impression I gathered when I was sitting there and looking at you, I didn't feel that I am here in MAHE. So I felt that I am here in India, because looking at you, I saw India, not MAHE or any other place, because there are students coming from all parts of India. So this is a mini India. That's the wonderful concept of Navodaya. Instead of founding a new school, a MAHE school or a Delhi school or a Mumbai school, they had this concept of creating Indian schools. Because India is basically a rural country. That most part of India are villages. And if you travel in some of in the northern parts of India, you will find that it's all they haven't developed at all. There are no schools, there is no water, there is no transport system. So even to go to school, it's really a tough job for children. They have to travel long way to reach the school, and there is in many places they travel a great distance to get a pitcher of water. So compared to all that, here we are in a better place. So the students here, they should enjoy these wonderful idyllic circumstances here. And you have everything here, good teachers, good surroundings. I hope that you have good food also. Food is very important. And I think you have everything. So study well and grow up well, grow up intelligent. So when you reach my age, I don't know how the world will look like. There will be more robots than human beings. From here, in another 25 or 30 years or 50 years, you will find everywhere robots, and there will be very few humans. So try to be human. Don't try to be a robot, because a robot has no feelings. And robots don't have ethics, because we believe in ethics. Ethics means, we don't know what is wrong, what is good. We will never harm others. We will never harm others intentionally. So a robot is not like that. It can harm. Did you see, I don't know, the other day I saw in social media, there is a video clip circulating that is about a factory, and the robots do everything. It's a conveyor belt. So robots carry a huge amount of some metal, then robots carry it and put it in conveyor belt. It moves, and this metal mass becomes some other equipment. I don't know what it is. So what the robot did, there was a man standing there. The robot took the man and put it on the conveyor belt, and he was crushed, because robot couldn't distinguish the man and the metal mass. So this is the danger of a robot. So that's why I said this. I was so scared when I was walking Hollywood street. So you don't know when some robot will come and hit you, crush you. You don't know. So that is uncertainty. But people tell us that you can't trust a man, but you can trust a robot. That's what people tell me. Because robot will never harm us intentionally, but unintentionally it can harm. Well, that is the world you are going to face very soon. So a world that is designed and created by technology. So you need technology. We cannot live without technology. So at the same time, don't forget our past, because our values are, they are from our past, our tradition. So if you just cut off from your past tradition, then you live in a world where there is no value. So you need a value, you need some ethics in your life, otherwise life won't be interesting. So I don't talk, well, I wanted to speak in Malayalam in between, but I forgot it. അതുകൊണ്ട് മലയാളം പറയാൻ മറന്നുപോയതാണ്. പറയുമ്പോഴങ്ങനെ ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു ഭാഷയിൽ പറയുമ്പോഴങ്ങനെ അങ്ങോട്ട് തുടർന്ന് ഇങ്ങനെ പറഞ്ഞു പോകും. ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ സംസാരിച്ച സുജാ സാറ് പറഞ്ഞ കാര്യം, അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ഓർമ്മശക്തിയെ ഞാൻ നമിക്കുന്നു. കാരണം 50 വർഷം മുമ്പേ ഞാൻ എഴുതിയൊരു നോവലാണ് അദ്ദേഹം ഇവിടെ കോട്ട് ചെയ്തത്. ഈ ലോകം മുതലൊരു മനുഷ്യൻ എന്നുള്ള നോവൽ 50 വർഷം മുമ്പാണ്. അതിൻ്റെ തുടക്കം അദ്ദേഹം കൃത്യമായി ഓർമ്മിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പം അതിൻ്റെ തുടക്കം അദ്ദേഹം പറഞ്ഞതുപോലെ തന്നെയായിരുന്നു. അതിലെ കഥാനായകൻ അപ്പു ആണ്. അപ്പുവിൻ്റെ ജനനത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ടാണ് നോവൽ തുടങ്ങുന്നത്. അതായത് പ്രപഞ്ചത്തിൽ, ക്ഷീരപഥത്തിൽ, ഭൂമിയിൽ, ഇന്ത്യയിൽ, മാഹിയിൽ അപ്പു ജനിച്ചു എന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. ആ ഒരു വിഷൻ നമുക്ക് അന്ന് 50 വർഷം മുമ്പ് ഞാൻ എഴുതിയപ്പോൾ അതാർക്കും ആ വിഷൻ ഉൾക്കൊള്ളാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ല. ഇപ്പോഴും നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാകുന്നുണ്ട് പ്രപഞ്ചം എന്നുള്ളത് നമുക്ക് ആക്സസിബിളാണ്. പ്രപഞ്ചം അങ്ങനെ നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാക്കത്തൊന്നല്ല. വി അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് താങ്ക്സ് ടു ഓൾ ദീസ് സയൻറ്റിസ്റ്റ്. നൗ വി ക്യാൻ അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡ് പ്രപഞ്ചം, ദി വേൾഡ്. ബട്ട് ഇൻ 50 years ago when I wrote this, everything was a mystery. Even moon. Moon, I really, all of us, we believe that, it is so small. It's like what we call vellappam, appam. All of us, we believe that moon is like that. It's the size of an appam. But now it sounds really ridiculous, what is moon. But when people landed in moon, I was very sad because, I was sad, I was excited, I was proud of the technological advancement. At the same time, I was sad because moon was a symbol of romance. All the people in love, they think about the moon, they dream of going to the moon. So all the people, when they get married, they dream of going to moon for honeymoon. So now you cannot go there. Now you cannot, because the moon is not, in reality, it's not so beautiful. It's got a rugged surface with so many, crevices, and it's not a beautiful place. In our imagination, looking from here, it's so beautiful, it's very romantic. But when you reach there, or when we see the photos there, so I'm really angry with the scientists, They showed us the reality, the rugged in the surface of a moon. We could show that the end of our imagination of moon. So moon is no more romantic. It's a barren planet, really barren. So we lost moon. When Armstrong set foot in moon, he said that it's a great achievement for. It's one stride for him, but it's many strides for humanity. Something like that he said. It's true, but we lost our moon. So now we have to invent some other moon where we can dream, dream going there, dream of going there and spending the honeymoon there. So we need another moon, but we will find out. There are so many, it seems there are so many small, small planets. There are countless small planets. Maybe someday we'll grab one of them and make it another moon. And to dream about all the beauty, charm of the universe. Okay, I will go on talking like that. Thanks. Usually I don't talk too much. My speech is always limited to 15 minutes. But today I spoke longer. That is because you are listening to me. If you don't listen to me, then I won't talk. Then I will just wind up and I go back and take my seat. But you are all listening so much, and especially the students here, thank you. I have never seen students so listening with so much attention to a writer. So that way you are great, really great. And there are students coming from other states. So learn Malayalam, all of you, so that I can come here and talk to you in Malayalam. So thanks to all of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your inspiring words and valuable message. And I hope all our students follow your thoughts and come to your platform. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So now, may I call upon our Honorable Deputy Commissioner, Sri T. Gopalakrishna, sir, who is head of all the JNVs of Hyderabad region, covering Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Kerala, Puducherry, Lakshadweep, and Andaman Nicobar Islands for presidential address. Sri Gopalakrishna, sir.
Thank you, Sajivanji. A warm good morning and good afternoon. Respected dignitaries on the dais, Shri Shuja A, Outstanding Scientist, Associate Director, VSSC, Thiruvananthapuram, Shri M. Mukundanji, Malayalam writer and novelist, my colleague Abhijit Beraji, Dr. Meenu Singh, Sharath Ji, Dr. Ratnakaran Ji, the Principal JNV MAHE, Vice Principal, the dignitaries from different organizations, especially from American India Foundation under the leadership of Madam Shija, and other scientists, engineers, teachers who have come from different Navodaya Vidyalayas of Hyderabad region. And according to me, the key person for this conclave happening with an association of VSS, Shri K.O.D. Nambiyarji. And he is the person who has just started it off, and now we are here, all of you. And that is what my perspective is all about. It just started with a small thought, and now it has taken the shape of this event, the conclave of Vigyan Jyoti program. And my dear students from different 47, representing 47 districts, that is 47 JNVs of Hyderabad region. We have 93 of such students here. We call you the brand ambassadors, and that is the title you should wear from today onwards. You are the brand ambassadors of the Vigyan Jyoti initiative. And the staff and the students of JNV MAHE and all other guests present here. For me, being the national coordinator for Vigyan Jyoti, the flagship initiative of Department of Science and Technology, it is an achievement for me today. The conclave, regional level conclave happening at JNV MAHE. And this was the dream of my commissioner, Sri Vinayak Gargji. And today, Vigyan Jyoti from 2019-20, it started with 50 JNVs as knowledge centers. Today we are celebrating 250 JNVs across the country. It is only because of the intense connectedness of our commissioner with this vision of this program to empower the girl students towards STEM education. Dear brand ambassadors, we have proposed this program with a few important objectives. One of the most important objectives of this conclave is to facilitate you, to enable you to listen to the eminent people like whom you have just listened. Both of them, Shri Shujaji and Shri M. Mukundanji, even if you have missed a few points, now the entire program is being recorded and it is going to be available to you in YouTube channels. You should go through them again and again. The most important points both of them have made about science, outside science, are very important for life. About science, STEM, Shujaji has made a very important point. It is not just to get a placement. It is not just to get a job. It is to change your mindset. It is to improve your competency. It is to change your outlook towards life, the way you get connected with life, the way you solve your problems in life, the way you think about various options in life. So that is what is the main objective of this program. And the second objective is to showcase the good works that you have done as part of being Vigyan Jyoti initiative for the past 2 years, 3 years, or whatsoever it may be. And all that is going to be demonstrated here in the form of an exhibition. And you are going to be the important people who are going to speak about it. So thereby, we are going to record this and disseminate with other students of Vigyan Jyoti so that they will also understand what it means by being part of Vigyan Jyoti. Okay? And the third purpose is to make you understand that whatever you are doing are the learning outcomes from what you have learned. Right? And the fourth objective is to introduce you to ISRO and the space exploration. How you can think beyond curriculum and how you can think of being an organization like ISRO. And these 2 days, the 3 days time in fact, is going to be a metamorphical phase in your life. Is a transformational 3 days in your life, in your way of your thinking. So dear brand ambassadors, be very focused. listen to every speaker, every scientist, every engineer, every teacher, every eminent person who is going to be part of this program. Understand the points, internalize them. When you go back to your JNVs, take an opportunity, talk to your principal, make your presentation, take the opportunity to present this to the remaining children so that you get 100% clarity on what is that you have learned here. If you can address the remaining children in your JNV in the morning assembly, I am sure this is going to be the most fruitful 3 days time in your life. So, and I am sure this is going to be a great learning for all of us, interacting with scientists, other scholars, engineers, your own students from different places. And tomorrow, day after tomorrow, a few more Vigyan Jyoti scholars are going to join. Dear Vigyan Jyoti scholars, this is a God-sent initiative in a country like India. From class 9 onwards up to class 12, you are being supported with hand-holding. You are being sensitized, you are being oriented, you are being exposed to variety of activities. You are being introduced to eminent personalities in the field of science and technology, listening to them. So then you can carve out of your personality what is that you are going to be. And I am sure that the purpose for which this conclave has been rolled out and the efforts that have gone into it, I wish to place it on record. The efforts that have been made by the team JNV MAHE under the leadership of Dr. Ratnakaran is amazing. Let us all give them a big hand. I wish all the Vigyan Jyoti scholars to stand up and give a big hand to the JNV MAHE. Thank you very much. So I don't want to take much of your time because there are a lot of activities waiting for you. I wish you all the best for this 3 days time here. I want your mindset to be transformed by the time you are going to leave this JNV MAHE campus. You are now going to be the brand ambassadors for yourself and for the entire JNV community. And you know, 50 JNVs, through 50 JNVs as knowledge centers, we are reaching out to, 49 JNVs in Hyderabad region. When compared to other regions, more importance has been given to Hyderabad region, thinking that we take things very seriously, we implement the new ideas very promptly, and we support each other and things like that. Out of 250 for 8 regions, 49 are from Hyderabad region. That is a very big recognition for the kind of good work that is being done in Hyderabad region, and you are part of it. You are part of it. So when you go back, you are not an ordinary child. You are a brand ambassador. You have to disseminate why this Vigyan Jyoti, what is that Vigyan Jyoti providing us, and how we can make use of it for a better future, and how we can transform the future of the country and the world at large. Thank you everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your encouraging words and highlighting the vision and mission of the program and the strategies adopted by Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti as a national coordinator of this program. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And I also thank sir for the wholehearted support and guidance provided to us for organizing this program. Thank you, sir. So now may I call upon Sri Sarath S. Nair, sir, Engineer F, Department of Medical Devices Engineering, Biomedical Technology Wing, Sri Chitra Tirunal Institute of Medical Science and Technology, Pujapura, to address the gathering, sir, please.
Thank you. Respected Chief Guest of the Day, Sri Shujan Sir, Outstanding Scientist and Associate Director of VSSC, and the Chief Guest the literary genius Sri M. Mukundan sir, Deputy Commissioner T. Gopalakrishnan sir, Dr. Meenu Singh, the project scientist, Sri Abhijit Bera, Assistant Commissioner, and all the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, my dear friends, students from various districts, from various JNVs across the country, their teachers and parents. Good afternoon. So if you remember the last 5 years of our life, from 2018 to 2023, you will understand that the human race have gone through so many ups and downs. But the major downfall happened in 2019, where we have the COVID-19 engulfed the whole world. SARS-CoV-2 virus has taken up whatever advancements we have done till 2019 for the progress of the human race, for the progress of the entire world. The entire scientific community, the whole world, all great leaders of all the nations were in a dilemma, what to be done during that situation. Because whatever we have done, achieved as a human being, could not do anything during that time. The whole world was shut down. No, we cannot ever imagine a situation. The entire world was shut down. Our country was shut down. You could not go out. You cannot have any of your shoppings, any of your entertainments, because there we need to have an isolation. We don't want the virus to take over the human race. So this time, there was a lady. She is a Hungarian-American scientist working in America. She was working for similar kind of situations which may happen to the human race. Her long-standing work on creating cure for such kind of situations were utilized for bringing back the human race from such a big mishap. She is none other than Katalin Kariko, and she was awarded the Nobel Prize for Physiology in 2023. She is mostly kind of a dejected personality in terms of science when she worked. She was kind of considered or kind of called like a worst faculty among her peers, but that didn't bring her down. She was like a phoenix. Always when she tried for getting a funding for her research, no organization gave her. Mostly like 20 years she pursued for creating cures for such diseases, for the virus-related pandemic which may come to the human race. And even though she had this kind of setbacks, she had an attitude to work towards pursuing her passion towards excellence. And that materialized into an mRNA vaccine, which the entire world took the benefit of as a vaccine. We called it as COVID vaccine. This vaccine technology was taken by BioNTech, Pfizer, and Moderna, which we know might have known about these names because even our country was trying to get the technology to India and produce in India or get in India and distribute among all the people to eradicate or protect us from such viruses. But because of certain issues on maintaining the cold chain, we could not go for the Pfizer and Moderna technology. But most of the US and Canada, they got protected with this technology. So with the endeavor of a lady scientist, even though she has been having had a lot of setbacks for 20 years, her intention to create a cure finally materialized, and probably like 1/3 of the population got sanitized by the vaccine which she made. Nothing different was the story for another lady in Europe. She worked in Oxford University, and she was also working in similar technology, but in a different way. She didn't have a very good kind of hi-fi education during her school time, but she had a passion to work in science. She had a passion to work for creating benefit to the human being, us. My previous speakers, Mr. Shuja sir and Mukundan sir mentioned, she was having a mind to create a positive impact on the human race, a science with humanity. And during his work, she created another type of vaccine, which was taken over by a company, a Swedish company, which was operating in United Kingdom, called AstraZeneca. And this particular vaccine was taken up by the country, our country, by Serum Institute, and then mass produced in our land. And we call it as COVID Shield. So this COVID Shield was kind of vaccinated 70% of our Indian population. So that is another achievement created by a lady scientist in Europe, been eventually used up in eradicating or kind of vaccinating 70% of the population in India, which is one of the largest population in the world. At the same time, we should not forget that another lady, she is Indian. She works in India. She works in one of the Indian company. She was also a common lady having a common education, ordinary education, but was having a very high dream of creating something to the humanity positively. And at the right time, she could do it when the opportunity came. She could do it by creating another vaccine called Covaxin. And that is none other than Sumandi K. And she worked in the place where you are coming from, the JNU people from Hyderabad are coming from. She is working in Bharat Biotech. She is a lead scientist in Bharat Biotech. She leads a very large team of scientists from different parts of the country to create, and she already has created many vaccines before for Zika, for Japanese encephalitis. And when an opportunity came, she could pull a good team of people under her leadership. She created Covaxin. And with the Covaxin, we could kind of vaccinate most of the people in our country. So from these three stories, from the US, from the Europe, and our Indian subcontinent, we got something in common. All three were the creators of human race, as well as the creators of the cure which may eradicate the human race, which would have eradicated the human race. So what I want to tell you is, there is power within you. You have that everything, talent, skill, everything is there. But we have to make use of it. We have to identify it first. We have to make use of it. And I understand, I believe, program like Vigyan Jyoti, which is created by my parent organization, Department of Science and Technology, and very correctly bringing in front of you by people like Teknagaran sir, we fondly call him Teknagaran Mash, Teknagaran sir, through the JNV platform. You have to make use of this opportunity, because there is a reason for that. The first person whom I cited, Kathleen Carito, there is another very good fertile land in front of her, which is the US land. There is an American dream which propels her. 43% of scientists in America are ladies. You take the second example, Sarah Gilbert. She comes from Europe, another fertile land for science. 52% of scientists working in science and engineering stream are in women category. But if you consider India, where the largest population of human is present, we have only 18%. So here is a need of the time. Only 18% catering to 140 billion, among the 140 crore people. So we need to improve that statistics. That's where program like Vigyan Jyoti helps you. We all have come, as sir has pointed out rightly, we all have come from ordinary background. The examples I have cited, they also have come from ordinary background. But what is the difference? The difference is, it's not the opportunity which they got in their employment, in their office, which have helped them to create, which has helped them to create the vaccines. Also, sirs like Suja sir, other people from ISRO, it is not like the ISRO has created, given them every expertise, finally, which are creating back to the country. They are creating the satellites and rockets. There is a rule called 10,000 hour. 10,000 hour rule. If you are practicing anything for 10,000 hours, you take any expert in any field, you interview him, then you will understand that they have collectively put together nearly 10,000 hours of apprenticeship, 10,000 hours of training, 10,000 hours of preparation to become to that level which they are right now, which they are enjoying. So starting from today, maybe you are in the 9th standard, daily 2 hours of reading, daily 2 hours of effort, or 3 hours of effort, how much you want, you can calculate, and then you can put 3 hours of effort, 3 into 365, how many years it will take to become that expert? It comes to around 10 years. So this 10 years of effort is required to become something which others have already became. So what I would like to request you, you have to start putting the effort right now. Get inspired by the veterans, get inspired by the world women leaders who have shown excellence in their career, have helped human race to not go into an extinction, but to progress, move forward, get inspired from them, learn, and then try to contribute in the STEM area so that we can also progress and become a 5 trillion economy very soon. And in this onset, I congratulate Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya MAHE, especially the teachers who are led by the vibrant and energetic principal, Dr. Ratnagaran sir, to bring you all together to organize such a very wonderful event here. Thank you very much and all the very best.
Thank you, Sharad sir, for enlightening us by your inspiring, insightful speech. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now, we have the honorable presence of Dr. Meenu Singh, Madam, Project Scientist, Department of Science and Technology, with a special message to our Vigyan Jyoti scholars. May I request Madam to address the scholars, please.
So good afternoon, everyone. I'm so excited to be here at MAHE for this conclave, as you are. I welcome everyone on behalf of entire Vigyan Jyoti team. Respected Shri T. Gopalakrishna Sir, Deputy Commissioner and Project Coordinator, Vigyan Jyoti Program, Shri Abhijit Bera Sir, Assistant Commissioner and Nodal Officer of Vigyan Jyoti Program, esteemed scientists from ISRO, and most respected dignitaries, principals, teachers, and my dear students present here. Today is a great day for all of us as we all witness the Vigyan Jyoti Conclave being conducted at MAHE for Hyderabad region. I congratulate Dr. Ratnakaran sir for conducting this event at JNV MAHE, and I'm also very grateful to him for the wonderful hospitality extended to our team. Dear students, I know you all are very excited today and eager to explore the fun activities to be conducted during the 3-day event. I can already see the sparkle in your eyes. Vigyan Jyoti program, as you all know, is a huge step in the direction of empowering girls in STEM field. It stands as a beacon of hope, driving gender parity in STEM and motivating a new generation of women to pursue and excel in these fields. You all should consider yourself fortunate to be part of this program. You all are selected students, as Gopal Krishna sir said, that you are the brand ambassadors of Vigyan Jyoti program and will have the responsibility of taking this program to the new heights along with your batchmates. Under this program, you are getting exposure to diverse array of activities which will surely help you in becoming design thinkers and problem solvers for any STEM field you choose as your career path. The collective efforts of Department of Science and Technology and Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti have created a robust platform for empowering young girls, paving the way for diverse and inclusive future in science and technology. Dear students, you are the future scientists and innovators of our nation. We look forward to seeing you reaping the benefits of this program. Thank you. I wish you all the very best. Looking forward for this 3-day event. I thank Ratnakaran sir for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Dr. Meena Singh Chief, for your message. So, in this illuminating event of Vigyan Jyoti Conclave, it's a matter of extreme joy to present a memento to all our guests present here. It's a sheer delight for all of us that we are able to present a greater memento to our guests in the form of a popular book by the globally acclaimed writer Sri M. Mukundan sir in his presence. So I request our Honorable Principal Dr. Ratnakaran sir to present memento along with the popular book to all our guests on the dais. Shuja sir. So memento will be presented to Sri Shuja sir, Associate Director. Memento. So next memento will be presented to Sri Sharath R. Nair sir. Sharath R. Nair sir. So next memento will be presented to our Honorable DC Sir, Sri T. Gopalakrishna Sir. So next memento will be presented to our Assistant Commissioner Sri Abhijit Bera Sir. Bera Sir, kindly receive our memento. Our token of love consists of a famous book by Sri Mukundan Sir, memento, and a beautiful work from our students. Now, may I call upon Dr. Meenu Singh Madam to receive the memento. So DC Gopalakrishnan Sir, Abhijit Bera Sir and Meenu Madam are given the English translation of the famous books by Sri Mukundan Sir, and all other scientists will be receiving the Malayalam original book from our Honorable Principal Dr. Nagaran Sir. Now, I call upon Srijit Sir to receive the memento. Already called, sir. Sarath sir called. So now I request Sarath sir. Now I request Sarath sir to receive the memento. Thank you, sir. Now, honoring our chief guest, Sri Mukundan sir, I request all the guests to present and all the participants also to stand up. And the memento will be presented to our honorable guest, Sri M. Mukundan sir, by all the other dignitaries. It's an honoring of the chief guest, eminent Malayalam writer and novelist, Sri M. Mukundan sir. I request all of you to be seated. So our inaugural ceremony of Vigyan Jyoti Conclave is nearing to a close. To bring this ceremony to a fitting close, it's now time for us to give thanks to those who have made this event a grand success. May I request our Honorable Assistant Commissioner, Sri Abhijit Bera sir, who is in charge of Vigyan Jyoti of Hyderabad region, to propose the vote of thanks. मैं बड़े आदर के साथ हमारे सहायक आयुक्त महोदय श्री अभिजीत बेरा सर को आमंत्रित करता हूं कि वे धन्यवाद ज्ञापित करें.
Esteemed dignitaries on the dais of the dais, my dear students, teachers and guests present here, very good afternoon to all of you. Being the nodal officer of Vigyan Jyoti Hyderabad region, I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose a vote of thanks in this memorable occasion. I don't know if I'll be ever getting a chance to share dais with the dignitaries, with the kind of dignitaries I have here. We have eminent personalities from science, also from literature background. So when you were listening to them, many things might have come to your mind and it might have kindled many thoughts in your mind. That is already kindled, so I won't repeat it. But I would like to talk about one or two lines of things about this Vigyan Jyoti program. So many things have been told about it. Two things is there, one related to this event, another one related to this program. It talks about gender parity. Any one of here, our students who knows about gender parity, you can raise your hand, please. Gender parity, I'm not talking about gender equality. पता है? Representation, equal representation we want. Now when we say equal representation, we could have given a 50% quota to the girls in STEM courses, right? You understand quota? Why that quota was not given? Such a scheme with such different level of organizations coming together, and so many people are giving their efforts to take forward this scheme. Why? It could have been solved by giving a simple quota in this system. Why didn't we go for it? Any ideas? This is one thing we want, your participation throughout this whole program. 3 P's: participation, 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 nothing else. What is that? Why we didn't do? I'll tell you. When you give a quota, you know to whom the quotas are given? We generally think it as, no, not minority. I could read your lips. It's not minority. We generally treat it as weaker sections. Are women a weaker section? No. You are not a weaker section, as it was already told. Creator of human race are women only. Then what this Vigyan Jyoti is giving? It is providing you with opportunity. That opportunity that was not given due to lack of gender equality. I don't know about the real story, but I like movies. I was recently seeing a movie, Mission Mangal. I could see Vidya Balan. She was demonstrating पूरी तल के कैसे हमारा मंगलयान जाएगा. Imagine if it was a real story. If it is a real story, I don't know. And she was not a lady. उन्होंने पूरी नहीं तलाना होता तो आज हमारा मिशन मंगल सफल नहीं हुआ होता. 3 examples were given to you about different scientists who have contributed in the field of science. It was about medical science. So now I'll just ask you one thing. What we expect you to be, opportunity is given. That part is over. Why quota not given? That part is over. What we expect from you to become? She said scientist. Sunai diya lip se. Yes or no? Kaha na apne scientist? Do we want all of you to become scientists? We talk about science, technology, engineering and mathematics. You be in this field. You don't necessarily become a scientist. We would be very happy if we would be again sharing dais with you people as eminent scientists here. But we will not be unhappy if you are becoming a science or math teacher and you are creating kind of scientists that will be sitting with us on the dais. Be in that field. Now comes only a teacher. Why I just named? I can tell any other profession you can be in this field. Why a teacher? Our Mukud sir was talking about Chat GPT. We created it. It cannot beat us, right? So whatever we create, we always wish or think it will never be able to beat us, except the teachers. They teach you with an expectation you will become better than them. You will be definitely beating us. That's what we expect from you. As a teacher, ours is an education organization. As a teacher and as a Vigyan Jyoti program, part of Vigyan Jyoti program, we want you to leave your mark in the field of science. Now, what happens if you don't become a teacher, if you don't become a scientist, you don't become a doctor, you don't become an engineer, nurse? What happens? Everything is gone? No? You are a human being, right? And now you are one human being, I am saying here now. You know the number of girl students that are enrolled in CBSE throughout India? In class 10th and 12th, if you put together, it is 16.8 lakhs. And add another 16.8 lakhs for class 9th and 11th. So it will come around 33.6 lakhs. Out of so many, we have how many? Some odd 91 students here. Gender parity? Kaha gaya? Do you represent the whole lot of the female candidates? Not even in CMSC. Forget about the other boards if we put it together. So what we want, you spread this message. Start with your batchmates. You are 2 out of 50, isn't it? So those 48 who could not come here, maybe because of logistic reasons and our constraints, they should first get this benefit. Your family should get this benefit. Our Honorable Deputy Commissioner sir has already told, you are our brand ambassadors. So to be the brand ambassadors, you have to carry this message that what is our expectations from you. So coming back to the role that has been assigned to me today, I would like to express my gratitude to all those who have played instrumental roles in making this program an resounding success. Today, I take this opportunity to express my deepest appreciation and gratitude to all of you. To begin with, on behalf of NVS, I would like to thank our chief guest, Sri Sujan A.G., for sparing his time from his busiest schedule and gracing this program. Thank you, sir. Sir has not only talked about science, he has also asked us to become humans. Again, I will not repeat. So please keep that part also in mind, not only about science, being a human. He also reminded us how tiny we are in this whole world. But then again, we listened to many people and we could understand even tiny things can leave a mark. One lady scientist could save so many people by creating a vaccine. Next, I would like to thank the renowned and our beloved writer and novelist for his gracious presence and addressing. He reminded you that we lost our moon. There is nothing more romantic about the moon, no beauty. Did we lose our moon? No, obviously lost. Sir has explained why we lost it. But again, I will tell you, you take a flower, you give to a person from literature, and you give it to a biologist. A person from literature will explain the beauty of flower. I am also a biologist, I will explain you, this is sepal, this is petal, and we will pluck it off. So for us, this is beauty. And for literature, the beauty is different. We have not lost moon. Moon is there. We have lost one perspective, one way of looking at the moon, but there are many more ways of looking at the moon. Maybe the rovers there, they will find some beautiful mountains there. Someday they may find some crystals or some diamonds there. Again, we'll understand the moon is beautiful. Next, I would like to thank Sri Sharath S. Nayarji, who actually spoke about 3 different ladies only. You might have thought it is only talking about 3 stories. They are not stories, we know, they are real stories. But why he has chosen these 3? It's to build confidence in you. And I believe many of you thought, yes, I can also do something. Yes or no? So thanks to you, sir, for encouraging our children. Now I place on record our gratitude for our Honorable Deputy Commissioner for his generous support for this event. Your encouragement has constantly bolstered all our endeavors, sir. From the very beginning, it was planned to be an event, a knowledge partner kind of event, and to expand it to be a form, to take it to a form of conclave. It is sir's idea. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your support. Now, we have one person who is taking care of Vigyan Jyoti, a project scientist. Again, you can see a lady is chosen, not because of quota, because of the quality. She has already shared the message, the expectations, her ideas, why and how this Vigyan Jyoti is going to be taken forward, and she is constantly providing a support, not only for this conclave, for all the activities that you are enjoying. Thank you, madam. Now you know whom should I thank. You can just turn your heads around. Whatever you see, there is a person and his team behind it. Who is that? Principal JNV MAHE. Thank you, sir. We can understand the kind of pain you, your vice principal, your teachers, and I know even the students of JNV MAHE under the guidance of the teachers, that they have taken the kind of pain they have taken, because when I reached, I could not see. I was told, "Ab shaadi se thoda pehle aa gaye hain." I was talking about that I came to a marriage ceremony, the kind of arrangements being made, and I was told, "Shaadi se pehle aa gaye." Matlab means even a day before, all these arrangements could not be completed, though they were trying. Within one final day, this grand arrangement is made, and not about only this logistic arrangements, the kind of personalities we have here. He has talked about so many galaxies of scientists here, and the other people who are supporting us in this program. So for arranging all that, thank you to you and your team, sir. Again, I won't say last, not the least. We know it's our participants. This whole thing is for you. Are you listening to what is being said from here, or you are just hearing? Listening to it, right? For that. What else we need from you throughout this program? Participation. So, thanks to you in advance for coming here with your open minds and listening to the things, participating in the things, and we believe you will carry forward this message as it is told as brand ambassadors, and you will spread whatever knowledge and experience you would have gathered here to everybody. Finally, all those people who have been providing us a background support for organizing this program, I would like to thank every one of you. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for posing the word of thanks on behalf of Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti and your kind words towards JNV MAHE. Thank you, sir. So, dear students, throughout the conclave, we have meticulously planned a range of activities under Vigyan Jyoti. I take this opportunity to request all of you to actively participate and engage in all the activities planned for these 3 days. Share your thoughts, exchange ideas, and embrace the opportunity to network with your fellow attendees. Our hope is that you leave JNV MAHE not only entertained but also enriched with new knowledge and connections. Thank you. So I take this opportunity to thank all the teachers, all the escort teachers, all the participants, Vigyan Jyoti scholars, media persons, and all my friends, colleagues for making this event a grand success. And our thanks go to our all students of JNV MAHE for extending all sorts of help for conducting this program. So our next program is the official inauguration of Space Exhibition. VSSC Thiruvananthapuram has arranged space exhibition with all the latest working models and exhibits under the leadership of Sri Suresh sir. And I thank Suresh sir and his team for arranging this wonderful exhibition in JNV MAHE. And let us all move to the exhibition hall. I request all the dignitaries to join and bless us. That will be followed by jet rocket launching in our ground. First we all will move to the exhibition hall for this inauguration of space exhibition, and after the exhibition we all will move to the playground for rocket launching, that is water jet rocket launching. That will be followed by lunch. So first, dear students, please listen to me. So Vigyan Jyoti scholars will go to the mess first after the rocket launching, and after that you will be informed to go to the mess hall. So now once again I request all the dignitaries to move towards the exhibition hall. Sri Mukundan sir, Shuja sir, Sarath sir, Minu madam, Gopalakrishnan sir, Abhijit sir, and all the dignitaries seated here will move to the exhibition hall for this inauguration. Thank you very much for attending this inaugural ceremony. तहे दिल से हम आप सबको धन्यवाद अदा करते हैं आपके योगदान के लिए और आपके पार्टिसिपेशन के लिए, और आप 2-3 घंटे तक का ये कार्यक्रम आपने बड़े शांत मन से एंजॉय किया. तहे दिल से धन्यवाद माही JNV की तरफ से आप सबको. थैंक यू. जय हिंद.
Hello. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. I request all the students to move to the playground for the water jet rocket launching to be held immediately now. I request all the students, please move to the playground for the water jet rocket launch. You can view and witness there. Thank you.
ചന്ദ്രയാൻ 3 പേടകത്തെയും വഹിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ശ്രീഹരിക്കോട്ടയിലെ വിക്ഷേപണ തറയിൽ നിന്നും കുതിച്ചു വരുന്നത്. പ്രൊപ്പൽഷൻ മോഡ്യൂളും ലാൻഡറും റോവറും ചേർന്ന 3895 കിലോഗ്രാം ഭാരമുള്ള ചന്ദ്രയാൻ 3-നെ 179 കിലോമീറ്റർ ഉയരത്തിലുള്ള ദീർഘവൃത്താകാര ഭ്രമണപഥത്തിലെത്തിച്ച് LVM-3M4 ആ മിഷൻ വിജയകരമായി പൂർത്തീകരിച്ചു. അതിനുശേഷം 5 തവണ ഭ്രമണപഥം ഉയർത്തിയതിനു ശേഷം ഓഗസ്റ്റ് 1-ന് ചന്ദ്രയാൻ 3 ചന്ദ്രനിലേക്ക് 4 ദിവസത്തെ യാത്രയ്ക്ക് ശേഷം ചന്ദ്രനിലേക്ക് പരിചയിച്ച ചന്ദ്രയാൻ ക്രമേണ ചന്ദ്രയാനെ ചന്ദ്രനിൽ നിന്ന് 100 കിലോമീറ്റർ ഉയരത്തിലുള്ള വൃത്താകാര ഭ്രമണപഥത്തിലേക്ക് എത്തിച്ചു. ഓഗസ്റ്റ് 17-ന് ചന്ദ്രയാന്റെ പ്രൊപ്പൽഷൻ മോഡ്യൂളിൽ നിന്നും വേർപെട്ട ലാൻഡർ റോവറിനെ ഉള്ളിൽ വഹിച്ച്
പോയ ഫസ്റ്റ്
ഗതി നിയന്ത്രണ സാങ്കേതിക വിദ്യ ISRO കൈവരിച്ചത് യുക്തമായ കഴിവായിരുന്നു. ഭാവിയിൽ ശൂന്യാകാശത്ത് നിന്നും തിരിച്ചെത്തുന്ന വാഹനങ്ങളെ റൺവേയിൽ സുരക്ഷിതമായി തിരിച്ചിറക്കുക എന്ന ലക്ഷ്യത്തിലേക്കുള്ള നിർണായക ചുവടുവയ്പ്പായിരുന്നു RLVയുടെ ഈ ലക്ഷ്യത്തിൽ. വ്യാവസായിക അടിസ്ഥാനത്തിലുള്ള വിക്ഷേപണത്തിലൂടെ എന്ന ലക്ഷ്യത്തിലേക്കുള്ള ISROയുടെ വിജയകരമായ മുന്നേറ്റമാണ്
ഹൈഡ്രജൻ നമുക്ക് ഫ്യൂൽ സെൽസ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ സാധനം ഫ്യൂൽ സെൽ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ പവർ ജനറേഷൻ ഉപയോഗിക്കും. ഹൈഡ്രജൻ ഓക്സിജൻ തമ്മിൽ ബേൺ ചെയ്യുന്നത് കത്തിക്കുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് അതിനകത്ത് അതിൻ്റെ പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് വാട്ടറാണ്, ഇലക്ട്രിസിറ്റി ഉണ്ടാകും. അങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടാകാം എല്ലാം. അതെ അതെല്ലാം വെള്ളമായിട്ടും സ്റ്റോർ ചെയ്യും. കുറേ ഇടയ്ക്ക് കാർഗോ മിഷൻസ് പോകാൻ വരെയൊക്കെ കൊണ്ടുപോകാൻ വരെയൊക്കെ ചെയ്യും. അതെ നോക്കി ലോഞ്ച് പാഡ് ഇരിക്കുന്ന എന്തെങ്കിലും എമർജൻസി വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ലോഞ്ച് പാഡിൽ എന്തെങ്കിലും പൂവിനെ പെട്ടെന്ന് രക്ഷിക്കാനുള്ള വേറെ ടെസ്റ്റ് അതിൻ്റെ ഫോട്ടോഗ്രാഫി. ഇതൊക്കെ വേരിയസ് സാറ്റലൈറ്റ്സിൻ്റെ മോഡൽ. അല്ലല്ല അപ്പോൾ വരുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ കുട്ടികളെ തന്നെ പഠിപ്പിച്ച് വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. ദേവലക്ഷ്മി ഇടുക്കിയിൽ കഴിഞ്ഞ ഇതേപോലെ ഇടയ്ക്കിടയ്ക്ക് നമ്മൾ തൃശ്ശൂർ പൂരത്തിനിടയ്ക്ക് ഇതുപോലെ സാധനം
അതിൽ പോയല്ലേ മറ്റേ പോയാ സബാസം പോയാ അബ്ദുൽ കലാം സാറേ കൂടെ ഒന്ന് കണ്ടു. നമ്മളെ ചന്ദ്രയാൻ മിഷൻ്റെ എന്താണ്
ആക്ച്വലി സെപ്പറേറ്റ് ഓരോ സമയം കഴിയുമ്പോൾ സെപ്പറേറ്റ് അടുത്ത ഓർബിറ്റിലുണ്ട്. അങ്ങനെ അതെ ഇതെല്ലാം 12ാം ക്ലാസ്സിൽ പഠിക്കുന്ന ഫിസിക്സ് അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ. അതിൻ്റെ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് ഇംപ്ലിമെൻറ്റേഷനാണ്. 12ാം ക്ലാസ്സിൽ പഠിച്ച നേരെ പഠിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇതെല്ലാം ഈസിയായിട്ട് ഓൺലി സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് ഫിസിക്സ് ആൻഡ് മാത്സ്. ചന്ദ്രൻ്റെ ഓർബിറ്റിലോട്ട് പഠിക്കുന്നത് ചന്ദ്രൻ്റെ ഓർബിറ്റിൽ അതിനവിടെ നമുക്ക് റിലയബിലിറ്റി എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞൊരു ബ്രാഞ്ച് തന്നെയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ നമ്മുടെ സാധാരണ സിസ്റ്റത്തിന് റോബോട്ട് ഉദാഹരണത്തിന് നമ്മൾ എല്ലാ റോക്കറ്റിലും വി ഹാവ് 2 കമ്പ്യൂട്ടർ സിസ്റ്റംസ് ടു ടേക്ക് കെയർ ഓഫ് എൻ്റയർ കമ്പ്യൂട്ടേഷൻ. ഈ നാവിഗേഷനൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട്. അതായത് ഫോൺ
This process is coming back to
landing. So only an animation from the orbit to this lunar surface.
the final that are
The other one inside only it is coming just for animation. It is kept outside. അത് അതിനകത്തുനിന്നാണ് വരുന്നത്. സാധനം ഓപ്പൺ ചെയ്തൊരു ഫ്രിഡ്ജ് പോലെ Average age is maybe around 37. These are all excellent people. Only thing you have to only say you do this. What are the parameters of
സാറ് വിളിച്ചിരുന്നു. റോക്കറ്റ് ലോഞ്ച് വണ്ടി കൂടെ വന്നാൽ
വിട്ടുകളി സംശയം വെയിലുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ദൂരോട്ടേക്കണേ, എല്ലാവരും ദൂരോട്ടേക്കണേ, ദൂരോട്ടേക്കണേ.
പൊന്തണേ
വാട്ടർ റോക്കറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോവാണ്. നവോദയ വിദ്യാലയത്തിന്റെ വാട്ടർ റോക്കറ്റ് ആണ്. അതിന് നല്ലൊരു കൈ കൊടുത്തേ. അതിന്റെ പ്രോജക്ട് ഡയറക്ടർ കേരളത്തിലെ ഒരു മികച്ച എഴുത്തുകാരനായ മൂന്ന് സാറിന് നല്ലൊരു കൈ കൊടുത്തേ. അപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ കൗണ്ട് ഡൗൺ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യാണ്. 10 തൊട്ട് 0 പറയണം. ഓക്കെ, എല്ലാവരും നല്ല ഉച്ചത്തിൽ പറയണം. 10
ശരിയല്ലേ?
ഒന്നുകൂടെ എല്ലാവരും കുറച്ചുകൂടെ ബാക്കിലോട്ട് വലിയ
കുറച്ചുകൂടി ബാക്കിലോട്ട് നിൽക്കാൻ
അപ്പൊ ഇനി രണ്ടാമത്തെ വാട്ടർ റോക്കറ്റാണ് നവോദയ വിദ്യാലയത്തിന്റെ വാട്ടർ റോക്കറ്റ് D2. അതിന് നല്ലൊരു കൈ കൊടുത്തേ. അതിന് 2 പ്രോജക്ട് ഡയറക്ടറാണ് ഉള്ളത്. ഒന്ന് മുകുന്ദ സാറും ഒന്ന് പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ സാറുമാണ്. പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ സാറിന് നല്ലൊരു കൈ കൊടുത്തേ. നല്ല ഉച്ചത്തിൽ പറയണം. കൗണ്ടർ പറയാനുള്ളത് 10 തൊട്ട് 0 വരെ പറയണം. ഓക്കെ, 10